Well, month one didn't turn out as I had imagined. I thought my entire home would be decluttered by now. I thought I'd be further along in my experiment by mid-August, but I'm not. I'm just now getting the reflection video out. Welcome to Unidling Diaries, where I'm documenting the process of becoming, from feeling stuck to creating a life I'm excited to wake up for. I'm so happy you're here. It didn't go all bad. I did deep clean my apartment and removed all of the clutter from my kitchen counters that had been sitting there far too long. That stuff now has a home. In doing so, I find that I'm more inclined to keep my kitchen tidy because now a quick tidying session has a much faster payoff. When I started month one, Reclaim, and this 6-month experiment, I really couldn't see past I need to clean my apartment. It was so cluttered, dirty, and disorganized that all I could see was, this environment is not serving me, I need to clean it. It had become a constant reminder that I didn't value my own space or my things, and that I didn't keep my word to myself, because it was always, I'll do that tomorrow. Now, I want to stop and give myself a little grace here, because I've been in survival mode for many years. I was mainly focused on preserving my limited energy and doing the things that carried the biggest payoff, like minimal cleaning instead of a thorough deep clean. Sometimes that's the best we can do, and we should never beat ourselves up when we're just getting through the day. I was so stuck that I just needed to start, and I definitely started before I was ready. I had gotten to the point where I was so stuck, unhappy, and dissatisfied with my everyday life that I desperately needed change, but I didn't know what that change looked like yet. There was just this constant feeling of, this is not the life I want for myself. I want more from life. But I had been so focused on just getting through the day that I didn't know what I wanted from life. All I knew is that I wasn't living it. I wanted more, and I was no longer going to wait for life to change for me. I had waited long enough. No one was coming to save me, and I wasn't going to wake up one morning in a magically different life. So I started with the thing that had the least friction and was the easiest to start: cleaning and decluttering my home. Unfortunately, I underestimated the time and energy needed to complete the entire project. I also underestimated the feelings that would resurface with going through those old clothes and all of the micro decisions that come along with decluttering. Do I throw this away or keep it? If I'm going to keep it, where does it belong? And then I was cleaning the space at the same time, so I could accomplish two things at once: decluttering and cleaning. I think I thought I would wake up magically knowing what area to focus on that day, and somehow have the motivation needed. Not once did I wake up like that. That may seem obvious to you, but I think I secretly hoped that by starting, I would suddenly know all the answers to my problems. But when you're relying on waking up every day and then deciding what to work on, you're creating so many decisions for yourself before you've even started, and that gets exhausting. I realized I hadn't given this experiment any real parameters. I hadn't defined what success looked like, what to work on each week, what my goals were, or what I wanted the outcome to be. I also severely underestimated how much of my time and energy everyday life would still require. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to escape to a secluded retreat to find myself and begin this journey. I still had work, commitments, responsibilities, grocery shopping, and bills to pay. I'm so sad to report that my daily life didn't stop just because I decided I wanted a different life. And life doesn't fit neatly into the boundaries we try to set for it. How silly of me to forget that. On top of all of that, I wanted to document this process. I felt so alone in my stuckness that I wanted to create something for those of you who may feel the same way, a place where we can go through our unidling journeys together. I still want that, but oh boy, did I underestimate how much would go into this documenting process. Starting YouTube has been a steep learning curve and a time-consuming process that I had completely forgotten to account for. I thought I had failed month one because I didn't finish decluttering and I didn't post as much content as I had originally imagined. But I think this month taught me some valuable things that I can use going forward. Cleaning my home and reducing some of the visual clutter has helped me more than I probably realize. It's made me want to maintain my home so it doesn't get back to how it was. I can think more clearly and I can relax in my home a little more. I've also learned that I don't want to quit, which has been surprising. I have difficulty wanting to continue something if I'm not perfect at it on the first try, which is pretty backwards, I understand. There have been many moments where I've questioned myself on idling, content creation, the experiment. I've questioned everything really, and I still haven't wanted to quit. Despite all of the questions I've asked myself over the last month, I still desperately want to change my life and document the process. Month one gave me something I desperately needed: movement. After years of trying to escape my life, I was finally doing something for myself. I was creating more than I was consuming. Before month one, I would spend hours watching TV and movies. Now I'm learning YouTube, editing, filming, and creating. Even when I watch TV now, instead of starting a new series that I might spend hours watching, I'll pick a movie or a couple episodes of something I already know well, so it's easier to stop. I may not have gotten as far as I thought I would in the first month, but for the first time in a long time, I wasn't just thinking about changing my life. I was actually doing something to change it. And month one made me realize something else. I started trying to change my life before I had actually defined what I wanted my life to become. I knew I wanted more, but I couldn't tell you exactly what that more looked like. So before I keep throwing tasks at myself, that's what I need to figure out next. And that's where month two, define, begins.